そうだ、味方だぜ。
Hello, and welcome everyone to D6, where I, RCM, bring together several friends from across the internet to play onto a D&D live stream show. Tonight there are going to be no major real announcements, as you guys already know. Tonight will be what will be the last session for the year, and then we will be back on the 10th of January, and then continue on with the story. Then, as for right now, the only major people that I would like to give a huge shout out to, and over the course of the past year, as I do understand it has been a very difficult year, I want to thank all my patrons over on Patreon, as they continue to help support this show and all the content that I create. And as always, if you guys are interested, there is always a link down below. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got for tonight. Sorry I was a little late. So that's it. I ain't got anything else. Everyone wake up. Wake up.
Alright.
Yo.
Yeah.
Resurrection.
Resurrection. I also do have now the inclusion of one of my favorite brand new things to annoy people with. I'm not going to do it right now because Caitlin might just rip my head off for it. I was already getting yelled at in the chat. I'll push it further away from him. Alright, so is there anything else pressing?
Not really.
Nope.
Not that I think.
Nope.
Nothing? Alright, well then I guess we can go ahead and get started on tonight. Yay, fun.
Hooray!
Alright, so where we had last left off. After our adventurers had defeated Zahir, a dying god, and reclaiming the township of Lobondel, River reclaiming her family name, and everyone kind of just helping out in Lobondel, even though it's going to be a slow build, it is in final repair at this point. So, with not being else, without being able to do much else, and without the immediate supplies until later on in the month, our adventurers had decided to go ahead and start completing some unfinished business before preparing.
I complain all I want.
Before preparing into the endeavor of the future. So, as everyone returns back to Aurario, everyone's been getting some equipment, everybody's been getting prepared. So, that noted, what do you guys want to do?
Fuck.
What do you guys don't want to do?
Well, quick visit to the
then
shop might be in order, just because I could probably get some Nubu healing potions.
Alright. So, as you step out into the to what is pretty much getting close to the evening day of the day, you traverse out to see Dominic as he is currently preparing some various other things that he has been making. As he looks up and he sees a Helena at the door of his shop.
Hello there.
Hello.
Yes, it's been a number of days, I suppose. So, what brings you by? I was well aware that River had told me that somebody would, within your crew would come by, and I was nonetheless hopeful.
Oh, yes. Also, out of character, Mal, did you want to come too? Or did Candace want to come?
No, he can do that later.
Okay. Yeah, two things, I think. Perhaps potions of health. Health potions.
Well, I mean, after the battle, it's in low supply. But, if in any other case, I do happen to have a couple of potions of just regular healing. Of course, those are about 100 to go. And then I do have one potion of greater healing, and that's all I have.
How much is greater healing again?
It's, I believe, 300?
You mean the price or the efficiency?
No, I mean the price. Oh, let's just do 2 of the regular healing potions.
Alright. Lay down 200 gold pieces for 2 potions of healing.
I thought it was those were 50.
I've always done it for 100.
Yeah, he's always had him at 100.
Yep.
And then I have this dandy little thing, and I pull out Zahir's Divine Leather. Wasn't sure if you'd want to play with this at all.
I mean, I'm relatively sure I can make something out of it. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
I know, perhaps some kind of cloak, just for resistance or things like that.
I'm relatively sure I could make something. Would really depend on the kind of resistance, given its nature. Then, of course, the cost of production as well. But no need for the cost of materials. Let's see. If I was to put it at its my range for cost of labor and making sure that the enchantment, and then also assuring its defensive abilities, I throw it up somewhere between 800 to 900 gold pieces.
Could I sell you a ruby for part of that?
I do always have need for various types of jewels. How much is it currently worth?
5,000 is what she gave me.
Right!
It's what?
Constantly forget where you all come from. That will do.
Fantastic. So I'll at least give you the... We'll take out the 800 from there and then the rest of the gold?
Yes.
Actually, even better. I'll also take the rest of those potions as well, with that.
Very well. And then, so... strike another 300 for the greater healing.
So that's another 400.
So, then 800 for the cloak itself. So you'll be getting back 400. Wait.
Equals, and then
8, 4, 12. So 3,800.
Yep, 3,800.
Yeah, 3,800. Okay. Yep. Here we are, people who roll dice for funds and livings, and then hear me try to do math.
Good old math.
Good old math.
Hooray.
Man.
Math. All right. So it's going to take a little while for this to get made. It's probably going to be about 2 to 3 weeks, given the nature of the material.
Works for me.
All right. Is there anything else that I could possibly help you with while you're here?
I do believe that's it for me, dear. Thank you.
Always. I hope to see you return. As
Of course.
he waves a very polite full hand and then begins to adhere to himself with the materials given to him. All right. Anybody else? You want to do anything?
Nothing at the moment.
I'm trying to think, like, what can we do right now?
Yeah, because I think we got all the bookkeeping stuff done last week.
Yeah, I think we're good past that, honestly.
All right. So do you all wish to converge on this night to discuss future plans?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, as Helena, you finish up and you all begin to kind of consider the options lay before you, as there are several things still around the world that do need to be taken care of as per personal reasons. As of this moment, you all return to the very wide dining area here within the Metilius estate. As you all come down and begin to eat your meals, you may discuss with each other what you wish to do.
Well, seems our options are open at the moment. Does anybody have anything pressing?
Well, I have an idea.
Hmm.
You tell?
Well, I take it we're just eating some dinner too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, he's gonna like take a chomp of food, So I was thinking, we've been through a lot lately. So why don't we take a vacation?
I'm up for vacations.
I guess we could. We know that we have to deal with that with Lumeria in like 2 years.
Yes,
Exactly.
we have more than enough time for that.
We have 2 whole years.
Now, granted, we can't really stack, but we can take a month or two.
That sounds perfect. I actually have a location in mind.
Oh,
Yeah, why don't we go back to Yimnin? He's just gonna take another chunk of food.
Funny you mentioned that.
How come?
I recall there was some. Fuck, there was something that we could do in Yimnin. I'm trying to remember.
There are a number of things you can do while you're there.
No, there was something
you can-
specific we got from last week.
Okay. All right.
There is an option for a mission out in Yimnin as there is a search for a very particular item that Dominic is looking for and is willing to pay for
that's the
either
one.
to research it or to keep it.
Yeah. Good old Dominic. He was looking for something over there. So if we have some extra time in our vacation, we can make some extra money.
Yeah, that sounds
Something he
great.
called a dragon tier, I think it was.
A dragon tier?
what's a dragon's
Well-
tier? Is it literally a tier?
It's supposed to be like a gem. I don't know.
Sounds like it. But I
Where
was
would we
actually
be
thinking-
getting that?
Apparently,
Well,
you go ahead.
That's what I wanted to get to. Why don't we go on a little road trip, you know? Start one of the bigger cities and try to find a dragon's tier and possibly make some tourism stops along the way. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Being a tourist.
Relaxing than the last thing we had to do, yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, certainly.
After all, our other option is, of course, going to fight a fire giant.
Nobody
We
wants to
just
do that.
dealt with. Yeah, I don't. I would like to spend at least a couple of days without worrying about dying.
That's
More like a couple of weeks. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's true.
a big vacation adventure. A vacation and an adventure.
Ah,
Or more like a vacation of goals. Still.
a vacation of goals.
What is a destination without a goal?
That doesn't exactly seem like a vacation, now does it?
Well, it's more like a casual vacation, I think.
A working
more like-
vacation.
Yeah,
Come on.
like that.
so let's see. Sell us on this. What can we expect from Yimnin? Like anything fun or relaxing to do there?
Well, there was this one mountain pass that I walked down, and there was this one port that I went to, and then I crossed the sea over here, and guess I don't really know much about Yimmin.
Well, guess what? That gives us an excuse to explore it.
Yeah, exactly.
If we can ask around, Canis, you're more like familiar with the whole high folk. Would you happen to know any like vacation spot or like areas where rich people go relax? Or
I don't know, Yara, would I?
I mean, you have spent, especially in your youth, at least a couple of weeks in Yimnin as trading options have become more and more available to your family. In some areas of Yimnin, especially within the state capital, there is a very bougie area. Definitely one of the grander spas of the area. There's also subsequently what is kind of just this rather chilled out resort town towards the south. And then there is at least one like kind of like ski resort, kind of like this winter hostel resort that kind of presides over towards the mid-east area of Yimnin along its large mountain range, and then pretty much beyond that, no.
You wouldn't happen to have a map of Yimnin, would you? Or just like, that part of the map?
Unfortunately,
There's also that place with all the miniatures selling, Kajit Havara or something like that. It's called.
Unfortunately, I have not been able to make the map recently, simply just because I've been too busy. However, I am well and aware of Yimnin's shape, and I'm well and aware of its locations. And I do have notes of its locations.
Also, your dad gets his Bishoujo figures.
Well, as far as somewhere we could vacation as well as find information we need, we could always go to the capital.
I think that sounds like a great starting point. We can go on a road trip, visit the sites.
I think that sounds lovely.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We can ask around for the dragon tour.
We'll work around from the top to the bottom. Be sure to get our time's worth,
It's not a bad idea. Just need to pack some things for that.
Speaking of packing things, who needs healing potions?
Oh, great question.
Check.
Let me check my inventory.
I got one potion of greater healing, but I could use another one.
I still got one potion. I still have 2 potions of greater healing.
Yeah, I got 1 greater.
Right, and Daki?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What you guys are talking about again?
Healing
We're going
potions.
on
Do
a
you need
vacation.
any? That too.
A vacation, huh? That sounds good.
Have you never taken a vacation before?
Don't ask her that.
Oh, no, I haven't actually.
Oh, first time ever.
I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. I'm pretty much okay with everything. I just want to go back to my room. She gets up. Dougie leaves from the table and goes to her room.
All right,
No.
you guys see it.
No, I can never read her, but she seems a little odd.
A little bit. Well, if she wants to talk about it, she can. In the meantime, Garu and Canis, you put in one more greater healing potion for you both. She throws one at each of you.
Alright.
So, we're all decided, right? We're going to Yimnin?
I believe so.
So,
That's
we just need to finish up everything we need to. Which I don't think we have much to other than waiting at the moment.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
Yimnin.
We can probably just take a ship now.
How long is it a trip from using the airship?
Using an airship, it takes about at least 5 days. You're basically going south to the west and crossing over the ocean, and then you'll be probably making it either in whichever port you guys want to stay in, or if you want to park yourselves in the capital, which is either Bubba Port, Yuakong, or what is known as the Yangtu Forests, which are pretty much the only the only 3 major ports cities in Yimnin, where capital is a little bit more towards the north, Boba is a little bit more towards the eastern end on it, somewhere in the middle, and then basically Yangtu is all the way down in the bottom south.
We just need to know how long it takes.
yeah.
Well, you guys have a decision to make on where you want to park yourselves. That's the reason.
Well, the capital seems to be the best case.
Yeah.
Since it's like
Yeah.
That's the one on the top, right? That's the one on the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, closest to the north.
Yeah, let's go. The capital seems like the best bet.
Yeah, I agree.
make sure to pack everything you need, extra clothes, medicine. Go to the bathroom if we go there.
let's give ourselves like a couple days to think of a vacation plan. You know?
If you bring your Switch, bring your charger.
What's a switch and a charger?
Oh, it's a magical item. Just switches to lights.
Wow, I wish I could use that.
Just be careful, you can get sued over it.
God.
What?
You'd get us in trouble, I swear to God.
Never.
Bracky?
It's... What's up? Ah, nice.
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 Well, unless you had anything to take care of, Canis, like do some paperwork or anything regarding your house at the moment, we can get everything ready for tomorrow, to start traveling either tomorrow or today, if you guys have anything planned.
Well, I
No,
believe
think
Sterling
it
was dealing with the paperwork.
Oh,
Wait, is he like your manservant or Garu's
maybe-
manservant?
Well, technically he's my assistant, but he tends to do what he pleases around here.
Yeah, but
That's why I've been unsure about him doing all the work.
yeah, that's what I
Not
was.
exactly on my payroll, is he?
No.
What? I don't think he's on my either.
He has a roof over his head. He basically gets free food because that's all that's ever getting made here.
Well, yeah, but that's the same. That's the same as you. You bring your friend, and his friend is taking care of your account, your freaking bank account with information.
Yeah, he's just the weirdest squatter I've ever encountered.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a squatter, but he's useful.
Yeah. He's taking care of all your paperwork. So pretty much in all regards, as Sterling has just been kind of in slightly like.
I thought you were going to say enslaved.
How do you
How do I describe it? It's obsessive compulsive disorder, given the amount of
Workaholic.
disorganization that you've
Workaholic.
left.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a workaholic.
Yeah.
Workaholic.
Yeah. He has
He just
to be
better
doing
not come back, and he's like,
something.
hey, oh, all the Matelius property is now this guy's.
Is now owned by me. Get out of my house.
It was all my plan all along.
He's smart enough to not to betray certain people.
Yeah, we fucking killed the guy. You fucking better not.
Hey! Don't threaten my little kobold buddy.
Ah, yes, buddy. Big quotation marks.
What is that supposed to mean?
Really?
No, really. I mean, he's a pretty nice friend.
I guess so. He's just very fond of you.
I guess so.
All right.
He's another Ursa situation.
What do you? So, you guys are preparing for pretty much the rest of the night. When do you guys decide to take off?
I think we should go in like a couple days in case anything else pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, just tell Dominic that we're going to be off doing that research for him.
Okay, good to know.
The research for the Dragon Tier. We leave at 5 in the morning. It's the best time to start traveling.
Who told you that?
Why?
That's how we travel in my house. If you go early, you have the rest of the day for yourself.
But we're gonna be over the ocean.
Yeah, we can rest. We can rest on the way there.
So why
But by
would
the time
we go in the morning?
By the time we go in the morning, we have the ship for ourselves to rest while the day's being piloted, and we get there by the time it's still before afternoon, and we have the rest of the day for ourselves.
Oh, okay.
That's assuming that it would only take us half a day to get there. It's taking us the better part of a week.
That's true. You don't know if
That's
you're gonna get there in the afternoon.
I
Shit, that's
think
true.
I think the way I came from took about how many days did it take, God?
It took you about 14 to 16 days.
Well, yeah, in a lame water ship.
Yeah.
Are we seriously going to call them water ship and
The
airship now?
water ship and
Yes,
the
we
ocean. Thank you.
Either
It's called a boat.
boat.
Is the airship not a boat aisle also?
The
Near
sky boat.
The sky boat?
It's a cloud boat.
I still say I wanted to call it the skyscraper, but you had to go and change.
It's not yours, is it?
When I can get my own in the future if everything goes well.
Isn't it super expensive?
Very.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
Yes, and I have one.
like the cheapest one that you can imagine to buy is somewhere close to about 140,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know why I was thinking vacation times. We go there. It's a day trip. I don't know why. My brain just went there when I thought about vacation.
Because you have lame vacations.
No, well, it's just because when it's like taking a plane. When you take a plane, you have to go early, regardless.
Yeah, if I want to get to San Antonio by at least 2 p.m., I have to leave LA by 6.
Dang.
Yeah.
Damn.
But we have a private jet, so we don't have to worry about problems like that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Jet or dirigible.
We don't have to worry about the peasant problems.
Laugh with me.
Now that you're a noble river, you have to learn how to laugh like you...
God, I can't do that. Ha ha.
Ha! Ha! Look at the peasants. Ha!
No, that doesn't feel great.
Look down at them.
In the back of your mind, in the back of
I
your
need a
mind,
ladder.
you hear the old cackling sound of your mother river going.
Oh God, she got used to this. Oh no.
Sounds like an ace.
What happened to your parents?
We are going to be taking them back to Low Vandal once we make our way back there, or we can get them at. I don't want to give them a train ticket. I don't know why. I don't trust for them to be making their way there, but
It's not like they have snakes going after them anymore.
that's true.
They're grown adults, really.
That's true. Just letting them know everything. Yeah.
Although I suppose they are nobles now, so I guess they would need extra protection.
I guess it's going to be very confusing now that.
Considering the night that we met your mother, she was willing to stab a guard in cold blood in front of us.
And
I
she
think
did,
they'll
like,
be
really.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
should be
right.
fine. Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, I just get the money to go to Low Vandal
All right.
in the safest
So-
way possible.
As you return towards your mother,
Emma.
I heard the news.
Yeah, it went great. Sorry, I haven't didn't check on you as soon as I get back here. Everything has been upside down after that.
I don't know if I want to go back. To be honest.
I am sorry. We can move the farm.
It's not that. The memories. It hurts too much to go back.
But but
And she reaches out and she touches your face. Sometimes it be for the best.
I can't leave you guys behind. Well, not again. Especially now that everything is fine. Well, relatively.
There are still things that even I would like to still do. But you are free.
So what would you guys do?
Probably go around, see some sights. We've been thinking of moving closer towards a port town.
I don't like that. No, I
know you don't like it.
I
know.
don't care what you think. You're still my mom. You're still my dad. Regardless of can just let you guys go like that.
You're not letting us go. We're also free. Not just from our own worries, but also the responsibilities. We've watched you grow for the past 20 years. I think it's time for us to grow a little ourselves. And when we want to go home, we will.
You promise?
See? She wiping away the small tear under your eye.
Well,
Great weight is lifted. I'm very
Guess
proud of
so.
you.
do you need anything before you leave?
She looks over to you. I think we'll be fine.
You sure?
We've been here for several weeks. I think we'll be fine.
Did you take anything from Canis?
A lot of bread.
Very well. That's how it feels. Okay. We're gonna be making our way to Yimnin. I'll bring you guys something.
And in ever the case that we manage to stop by a magically inclined, we'll make sure to send a message, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well then, be safe. As always, I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
I'll see you around, kid. First time your father has spoken in quite some time.
Take care, Dad. Please don't be strangers.
For the first time, I don't think we have to be.
I'm going to make my way back to my companions.
Alright. Waiting on that one.
Yeah. She's been trying to avoid them for a bit. Despite all of it, it's still the same fear.
Yeah.
Well, I take it we're all ready.
I think I'm technically an orphan already again. Let's go make our way.
Like,
I don't think that's quite how it works.
No, it's not. I just like to think about it. Let's go.
yeah, hold on. Like, like if I were like taking like, there's a like couple day time skip, right? Or
Yeah,
we just
so
do this
anything that you want to do within the next 2 days.
Mhm.
There is something I want to do on like later, but in case anyone else has something to do.
Nope. Not on my end.
At most, ask around just to get some extra information. Not information important to the quest, information for vacation spots on Yimnin.
Yeah,
To
like
get-
tourism spots.
Yeah, tourism spots and stuff like that. Like the interesting thing to see. Here's a pamphlet, but you don't need to tell me that. It's just to have for later.
I mean, there's one major travel agency that's pretty international, and that's the Tower of Bahamut. So, pretty much, there is this very, very lovely spa in the capital of Yimnin, known as
Writing that one
Yukon.
down.
Yeah, it is known as the Lotus Relaxation's Leaf. It is at least translated in that direction. It is a all-in-one stop for literally every single thing that you could possibly imagine under the sun. It costs 100 gold pieces to stay a night there.
Oh.
Yeah, for each person. It is the creme de la creme 5-star resort. And only some of the most astute individuals get the regard of being able to having their own room here. It is beyond. It is way above and beyond in its sense of construction.
There's a picture of Kanos in there. What the fuck?
In the a little bit closer. A little bit closer towards the middle of Yimnin, there is a town that which is similarly named and actually based off of one of the towns here in Al-Anon known as Baccarat. It is a glorious little resort town, which is just nothing but full of gambling, Las Vegas, sex, drugs, and fucking rock and roll. Some of the most well-known bards who ever wanted to get their starts here within Baccarat stays at the Golden Tin, where it is basically this almost carnival-like hotel here. And if you wanted to get this big start as a bard performing in front of tons and tons of royals here within Yimnin, this is where you would start.
Man, shit, like we have no bars in this campaign.
Damn.
And then, of course, in the last place, being within Boba Port, Boba is known to be more historical. In where this is where a lot of people would go to pray towards their gods or entities that they have given regards to. There is one in particular god known as the Dragon of the Storm, in which the length of this creature is not like any other dragon, where it doesn't seem to have wings, but is taken by the winds of the storms and tides, and people would pray to this creature as a means of safe passage out into the oceans as they cross, or for good luck within the winds for airships.
I didn't even think about it. It's an entire civilization. I would only they have their own gods.
Yeah, they do have a number of their own gods.
Shit, man, we're going to learn so much about this place, and then just ignore it.
Gonna get some delicious lore.
Yeah, this town is full of textiles and shrines. There are known very frequent festivals here, where every festival is about representation of what is like the celebratory moment for this god. So you spend
the penis festival.
Yeah, there'll be several days in, say, like the name of the Storm Dragon God, or a number of days in what is basically for Melora as the god that helps bring fertile lands and good wildlife for hunting and whatnot. There are tons and tons of things to do while you are in Boba Port.
You just got a base idea of what's available and where to, and to keep that in mind for when we go there. And pack a change of clothes, about a couple.
So, what's your guys' destination? What's your guys' first stop?
No, there's people who
who wanted to do something too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in case anyone else want to go first. Are we good?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
All good?
Okie dokie.
Garo, what do you want?
Alright. Like, I would say the day before we head out, Gar wants to discreetly, like, have a meeting of Sterling.
Of course. As, everyone is kind of consign themselves to a night's rest. You go out to find a Sterling who is kind of finishing up what is the last of any letters and pretty much any secretary work that would be in between you and the rest of the kingdom of Dracovania, and then also kind of looking through any particular notes as you see the young kobold as he begins to look up. Gara, it's
thank
late.
you, Lord Sterling. I take it work is going well?
Just ending for the night.
Well, that's good to hear. Have you gotten the information that I requested about the Dragonborn in Yimnin?
Actually, yes. It took a little bit of doing, but of course, everyone talks. I have a name and a place.
Do tell.
His name is Kjorn Grimwalk. Koijon. Kjorn Grimwalk. Yeah.
That name, Kjorn.
Corn.
Corn.
You're going to call him K.
Corn cob.
All right.
Corn cob.
Okay.
Kjorn Grimwalk. That definitely
Yes.
sounds Yinminese. But where is he located?
He resides somewhere close between what seems to be a farming town between Yungu and Boba, and a little bit more closer towards the west along the mountainside. There have been many reports of a black dragonborn who continuously assists many of the townsfolk with either wisdom or a means of defending what has been an onslaught of creatures coming down from the side of the mountain. Aside from that, that's all that can be read in the report.
Has there been any incidents with his curse?
Not that anybody can really tell. Nobody's complained about it, so we're not exactly sure what it might be. But you could figure it out when you meet him.
If the curse is sight-based, then he must be blinding himself as well. At least when he goes into public. This is all very good to know. Although, Sterling, there is something else I wanted to tell you.
Oh,
Or ask you, for that matter. Would you like to come with us to Yinmin?
well, the paperwork is getting a little thin here, so I think my job in assisting with the books will be done soon. Also, on top of that, I would like a vacation.
Excellent! Although there is one discreet little mission I want you to do for me while we're here. If you don't mind.
That depends.
Well, it's not really more of a mission, more like a set of eyes, since, you get the idea.
Yes,
I can't even read.
I'm well and aware.
Well, basically, there's a bunch of research on what to do about Yinmin, not just about the Grimwalks, but about the monks from my monastery, the Kali monks. Although I don't want this to be a major deal to everyone else. It is a vacation after all, so I was hoping I could have a little assistant to help me read books or transcribe other things to learn more about them.
Well,
Although
then
we have to do this in secret.
Well then, I suppose I will have to quietly pack my bags then.
That would be great! Thank you so much! And he's gonna give him a big old hug.
As you do, he returns the big old hug as well, with as much one can for a small kobold. Alright.
And Gar's just gonna innocently put him down. Great! I'll be sure to cover all of your expenses if you need any souvenirs.
I would deeply appreciate that, but let's try and keep it as secret as possible, alright?
Of course. Don't want to disturb the others' vacation after all. Although
Precisely.
Although I suppose it will come up sooner or later when I have to take a visit there myself.
That's true. Well, given everything
we
that
could
you
just
have told me, I believe at some point you may have completed your walk. Given that you've gotten the answer that you wanted.
Yes, that's exactly why I want to go. Not just for Kieran, but for my own reasons. Although I suppose we could just tack it onto the itinerary once we find it. And that's another thing we have to figure out. I don't really know where it is, to be honest.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Great. If you need anything, do let me know. Otherwise, I'm happy to have you aboard.
Absolutely. Well then, shall we get ready for tonight's sleep?
Certainly. Have a good night. And he's gonna
Have a good night.
slowly close the door behind him.
Alright. So, as this night passes on to the next day, is there anything else that you guys want to be able to cover?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
No.
Alright.
We went to a freaking ATM. We got extra money just in case. We don't need to do any coin exchange, do we? Do they manage stealing gold coin?
Generally speaking, when it comes to the use of currency, especially in this world, it's pretty universal.
Okay.
It helps make things a little bit less complicated. However,
Just making sure.
Depending on the merchant you decide to introduce yourself to, it might differ in price.
Okay, so everyone just take a handful from the family vault, and you should be good to go.
No.
Stop stealing.
I swear I will beat you with my ring hand.
Oh, using the rings.
Look,
Wait, you can put rings on armor? That's impressive.
They're magic
Look.
rings.
Can
I
weld
just
them
got-
on, actually.
I just got about 4,000 gold, alright? If you need money, just ask. Stop stealing from him.
That works too.
River,
So,
Oh.
uh-oh.
over the course of the night, you felt yourself drawn to the vault.
The fuck? Oh,
Several
right. I need
different
to leave the sword.
occasions. Yeah,
Stop
ever since
stealing
you've
my
gotten
shit,
back,
you little...
ever since you've gotten back, you felt yourself drawn closer to towards the vault.
Man. Yeah, I think I know why. I'll ask Canis to help me get in the vault. Don't worry, I'm not going to steal anything.
And what do you need to be in there for?
To return something.
Well, that's a good change of pace. All right.
He told me to keep her, but I think she wants to go back.
Fair
And I'm
enough.
going to pull out Starbreaker.
As you do, you feel the entity being at peace for now, as it seems to be in appreciation to you committing to the promise that you've made. As you return back down to the vault, you find the area in which you had originally found Starbreaker. You begin to lay it down as you hear the final words. Your justice has been served.
Can you repeat that?
Your justice has been served.
Thank you.
As you pull
You're the
back,
best weapon I ever held.
as you pull back, you see almost the faint image of what was this beautiful, beautiful woman. Just angelic, only for it to fade within the same moment that you see it.
River's going to take a deep breath. Turn around. Bite her finger a little bit. And then walk out of the vault.
Alright.
Oh, that hurt. It's such a good weapon.
Alright.
Or he's going around for stuff we're doing for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dougie's in a room looking at the ceiling as usual. And then she tries to remember the hobo that she interacted with for the couple of months. She tries to remember. What was the guy's name? What was his name? What was his name? Okay.
Daki.
Mm-hmm.
In your efforts to trying and remembering the name, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, she usually fails that.
The question is, can she even
5.
Oh,
She
but
thunk too hard.
As you attempt,
headache.
I was bleeding.
My brain hurty.
Yep.
as you attempt to try and break through the jumbled mess of your mind and memory, something about it, you can't really think about it too much. As soon as you try and do, it's almost like hitting a concrete wall. It's just not enough for you to configure or consign yourself to trying to figure out how or what. And the name itself and so many things associated to it. There's no memory, there's no effort.
Wait, I don't remember. I can't remember. What? No. She gets out of the bed. No. This isn't possible. I remember I was talking about all the weird stuff they used to do. Like, what was the weird stuff? She starts blinking her eyes rapidly. No. I am probably putting stress on myself. I'm pretty sure the memories of him will come back if I don't think too hard. That's it. I just need to perk up like I usually do, even if it is a facade most of the times. Okay. I'm just gonna go to bed, and it'll come back to me in the morning.
As you finally lay back to try and sleep, it feels like all your worries begin to melt away. No stress, no anxiety. What's the point of remembering? It's too much work. It's better to just be happy, excited. You get to eat food. Bread is always on your mind. Nothing to worry about now.
And I think that's it for her.
So,
Fuck. Doggy lore.
as the night goes on, upon the new day, the literal butt crack of dawn, as the sun begins to flow over from the north, you guys find yourselves on your airship preparing for takeoff. The cool, brisk winds as they begin to hit the side of the tower, as you all begin to see the last preparations of your airship in its supply. After which, a few moments, you are given Rite to take off, and you start
Who is the
heading.
pilot?
Wait, but is Sterling there though?
Alright,
Sterling is there.
okay. Dougie's on the airship with anyone. Hey everyone, how's it going?
Good morning.
hello.
Good to see you in good mood.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm always in a good mood.
Not last night.
Not for the past couple of days.
I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, do I need a roll to remember?
Nope, you can't. Not at least for another 30 days.
Seriously, guys, you're acting pretty weird. I'm usually chipper.
That is true, but you've been a bit quiet lately.
Again, you guys are acting weird. I'm always chipper.
Okay. He's just gonna shrug.
Very well. Well, we got a couple of plans for vacation. We got good, some good spots. The capital is a good place. Depending how much we want to spend on staying, it's going to be a couple hundred gold pieces.
Yeah.
There's some,
braggy.
there's some,
Oh,
Oh no, you'll have to
braggy.
spend your own money. What will ever happen to you?
Oh no.
I got a tick there. We have some hot springs we can visit, and there's also the town of Bombard. What the fuck was the name?
Baccarat.
Baccarat, which is very traditional. So we can get some nice spots, and there's a bunch of festivals every now and then there.
No, that's
Sounds
Boba.
lovely.
Oh, sorry, it was the Bumper.
We can start all the way from the top of the capital and work our way down.
We need to find a place to the what we need. Do they have a place for airships? I think they must have, right?
They usually do. It's every major port has one for both ships and airships.
Since it was in the planned package of the freaking travel agency there, I imagine they have. So
Yeah.
And if not, we can always improvise, so who cares, really?
So it's fun. So we have to make sure we have enough money for ourselves and anything that is required. Souvenirs, clothes. I want to go one of those big hats.
I wonder if my professional outfit's here. He's gonna check his luggage. I could have sworn I put it here somewhere.
Let's see.
Wait a second. I don't even know what it looks like.
What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for my big fancy clothes that I wore in Dracovania. Does anything here look fancy? And you just see just a bag full of robes and like some fucking...
You
How many of them are
unload.
bags?
No,
Roll up slacks.
there are multiple different sets for Garu as a means of just like the formal wear of Garu. One specifically was the very nice dress up. Technically, as he had accidentally kept your father's suit. So it's still there. Then there is like one that's just like very scholarly. There's a giant sash. It looks very nice. It bears a very particular mark, which is currently his family's house, and that's the very nice formal wear that one would wear at Dracovania.
So the moment that opens, we just see the window opening of the Flash game of Dress Up Your Garu, right?
Yeah.
It's just the equipment
11 and a
list.
half
Like
tops.
gold ring
9 of them are
below.
lamps.
Wow!
Here you go, Garu. She'll pick out the fancy one.
Okay, good. Phew. Oh, that's gonna be important for later.
Why?
You know, in case we come across any other parties or something of the sort. I mean, we are going to Baccarat, right?
Wait,
Hopefully.
Presentable.
wait, you guys didn't tell me we're going to Baccarat?
We told you we were going on vacation.
You know
Wait.
the place?
Wait,
There
we're
are-
going on vacation?
There are
Yes, we told you that yesterday.
I seriously
week.
don't. I seriously don't recall you guys telling me that.
We were in multiple dinners talking about our plans for it.
We were. What was the last thing you remember us talking about?
Alright, what do I need to roll to remember?
Make a history check because you were really fucking spaced out.
17.
17. The words are still there. Keep in mind that there are things that are affected by this, by the nature of what's happening.
Mhm.
But anything that has happened, you know, past a certain point is still retained. It's not like nothing at a certain point is fake. However, you being kind of just out of it and kind of having to go through the effects, you are currently kind of going through the memory of, oh yeah, they were talking about going somewhere, specifically a little bit closer towards the west, but it was last night. You were preoccupied mentally.
Oh, now I remember. Silly me. Oh,
Well, is there any business you want to take care of first? We're gonna be going for a while.
no, I'm fine actually. I just need to grab a lot of bread. You know how I'm crazy about bread. Yeah. I'm gonna.
All right then.
Okay, I'm starting to get a little concerned. Maybe the thing that Zahir did to you, maybe it's having some side effects?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine, River. Come on, man. I mean, I'm sorry, you're a girl. silly me. Daya does a little anime hand on the head and sticking the tongue thing.
Just
And
I can't even see that, but that looks suspicious.
That looks sus. And we just drop her off the ship.
no. Hey, there will be no dropping off the ships.
That is kind of sus. Who said that?
The older Hui twin.
You just keep getting him to want to say the name, don't you?
Yes.
What are you, 7?
but
It's
yeah,
simple purpose, really.
It's hilarious.
but yeah, I'm just gonna grab some bread from the bread now. She walks up to the kitchen.
Did she even bring enough clothes for herself? We need to buy something for her.
Don't forget the clothes along with your bread, Docky.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Thanks.
I think she'll be fine.
Will she? Since the moment we met her, I have been having that question.
I mean, same.
Although it's starting to get more concerning now.
A little bit.
Again, do you think it was a Here's influence?
Hard to say. I mean, Canis did give rid of the curse, so...
Maybe she's just wired that way.
To be fair...
I don't know how she's
hasn't-
wired.
To be fair, she has not remembered my name so far, so...
Yeah, well, what did she call you? Banana or something?
All right.
You hear a slight stone grind as she looks down.
Oh no! You look at River. She's also with the face of what the fuck.
Would you prefer Pit Queen?
No.
All right.
I wonder how the pit is doing.
Don't know, don't care. Never going back.
All right. All right. Daya comes back. What are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
We're talking about pits.
It's a long story.
Okay.
Also, we're gonna have to get you some clothes when we get there.
Oh,
That reminds me, we are not technically prepared for combat at the moment, right? We have our gear, but it's not like on us, I think.
I assume it is.
I don't know.
I mean,
I feel
if Helena goes anywhere, she's got her gear on. I think the only time she takes it off is if she's quote unquote sleeping.
Oh yeah.
I'm armed to the teeth at all times.
Same.
I mean, I don't imagine anybody leaves their gear behind, especially in D&D.
not behind. No. What I mean is, like, if we're on vacation, we're not in our plate armor when we are in the spa. That's what I mean.
I'm armed to the teeth at all times.
All the time.
Yeah.
The Hot Spring episode, he's wearing full plate. Everyone else is
Because I think for the first time, River she has her shield in her short sword, sure. Her freaking bag of holding with freaking weapons right now. But she has a little bit more, she has new clothes, a little more casual, or say, like a jacket.
Yeah.
Like a jacket and baggy pants. Just getting ready to relax for once.
It's good to see you not paranoid, or at least not as paranoid.
Not as paranoid is a good start.
Listen, All right, Daggy starts eating her bread normally, like a squirrel. So where are you going first?
The capital of Yimnin. Yimnin.
Yimnin.
Jim.
All right, just want to make sure. Can I roll a history check to see if she has any connection with this place? If you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, let's see what weird shit is. Let's see. 6. Nothing.
Yeah, no. You're only well and aware of the two nations that you've resided in for an allotment of time, as well as some of the history, like world history, when it comes to pretty much the entirety of when it comes to Erzheimel itself. When it comes down to Yimnin, nah. But that's pretty much it.
You're basically going to where the continent that Garu is from. So you see his weird clothes that are all, I say, very comfortable. Basically from there.
Wait, we're visiting Garu's home?
Continent, yeah.
Where you meet your parents?
He's just gonna like get quiet for a moment. I suppose so. Yeah. We didn't make that along the way.
Wait. What? Did I say something wrong?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
Vacation time!
Was that Cadus
yeah.
the entire time? Because I couldn't figure out who did that sound.
What?
No.
No, that was Bracky.
It was
Yeah.
me.
Oh, where it was... Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. We were going, well...
Alright. So, after the first 3 nights in travel, little to no resistance. After the 4th night, you begin to notice that there is a slight cloud gathering that pretty much puts you between the nearest port. As you guys get closer, you do notice that the temperature begins to drop as you are getting closer and closer towards the tundras.
Do you think there's any pirates in there?
There are no
You think
pirates.
they're stupid enough to wait inside of it?
I mean, the last ones apparently were.
They're a little bit more closer up towards the northeast, between Faveris and Acelsium.
I know, we're making a joke.
Alright, so as you guys begin to travel through, you are dealt with a little bit of the storm, but that's pretty much all that comes along with it. After hitting the rain, you begin to sense the snowfall as temperature finally begins to kind of get very low here. After several hours of getting the right-of-way and rite-of-passages and pretty much being directed through the entirety of what is this near sizable metropolis, almost comparable to Aurario, you guys see what is this magnificent, almost oriental designed palace in the dead center with what are these about 20 to 30 meter high walls, as there are several individuals in these red colored armor pieces that just roam the entire streets, as there are tons and tons of Yimnites as they begin to traverse and travel through the city, watching as your airship passes overhead. By the time you finally make it to its port, you guys have logged in, and here you will stay. The fee is about 25 gold pieces for just pretty much putting it here for the time being, and that's pretty much it. And then you guys are free to traverse through Huakong.
You know what? I may or may not be listening to Shirogane's theme as we keep it.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
Ducky, stop. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Kugane.
No, Dagi decided to ask Canis about the thing. Yeah, Canis, what were you talking about?
Garu doesn't exactly know who his parents are. He was left at the monastery when he was, I believe, still an egg.
Really?
It's a bit of a touchy subject. His family, that is.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I really did not know. I wouldn't have brought it up if I knew that.
No way of you knowing, honestly. It's just better to be aware of it now, though.
So you're saying that he doesn't know who his family are? Just the monastery?
He does know of one person back in Dracovania who he maybe his cousin or sister, closely related. But that's about it.
I see. Well, I won't bring it up again.
Probably the best case, yes.
Man, I am really off. She starts slapping her cheeks. No worries. We'll get off on a fresh new start, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some bread now, so yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
Alright. So, you guys are welcome to the giant open streets of Yuekong. What will be your first destination on your vacation adventure?
Garu is just gonna like that thing where you get out of a car of a long road trip. He's just gonna stretch and go.
Good old stretching.
River, as you are watching a stretching Garu, you are also seeing a very intently watching Sterling.
Oh my god.
Horny.
Thirsty ass little kobold.
I'm just looking at Sterling going, you okay there, buddy?
Maybe. Yeah.
Whenever Sterling sees Garu.
Wait. Is Sterling drooling? Is he drooling?
Drooling?
Nope. He's not drooling. No. He's not drooling. He's intently and enjoyingly watching Garu as he's stretching his rather rippling muscles.
He was looking at Sterling and I go, you need a napkin?
No. I'm fine. Thank you.
You see, Doug, go ahead.
He's gonna take in the fresh air. Now this seems familiar. Although a bit polluted, but still familiar.
As you take a breath in, you smell the familiar smells of the spices and the food, and the scent of this city is very reminiscent of what is your home, your country.
Nice. And he's gonna turn to everyone. So what am I looking at?
As you look towards everyone, as you see them all coming down from the airship port,
Helena will describe it to him.
So, as you guys are entering what is this main street area, you see what are the several different individuals as they're being pulled by carrier carts, and you also see what are several lining of people selling food, trinkets, products. Literally anything that can possibly move will move while it's here on the main street. As you go further down, you begin to notice that the road begins to lead out further and further towards what are some of the main gate walls that will lead out towards the south. As you go up towards the palace, you begin to see, as things get closer, it gets much more nicer and bougie while you're while it's there. But there are smells of things being fried. There are very scent-filled pork and beef and roasted chicken and what are classical 5 spices that are just filling the environment, and just a very wild feeling here. It's just violent.
To put it simply, River is just, as we're walking by, River's gonna try something new, basically. If she sees something that is not available in our continent, she's gonna try it out.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Ooh, what? Okay. There we go. That's a flat 12.
All right.
No, 13. Sorry.
As you are passing by, are many of the stands that are going along here. You do come across with what looks like to be seemingly these bun-like shapes. As you step up, 2 pieces, 2 gold pieces for each piece. 2 gold pieces for each piece.
Jesus, fuck this.
And the most gross, broken common.
Yes, Sorry, my brain keeps going back to what normal pricing in the game is. I just go, what the fuck?
Everything is gold. We work off the yen system.
I know. I keep forgetting about that. No, yeah, I'll buy 5.
All right. As you place down the gold pieces, you get these, rather for your size, especially as a halfling, what are basically burgers for you. These very fluffy, flowery white buns that have a bit of give to them, and they smell meaty. There's also a slight hint of onion in it. And as you bite into it, it is soft like a cloud. And you hit towards the center, and there is meat, the juices. Oh my god, it's been marinating. Oh my god.
Dude, you're making me hungry now.
It's a bow.
Yeah, same.
These are bows. These are pork buns, and they are filled to the brim, especially for you as a halfling. Like, these things are huge.
Haha, I can literally go warm one up right now.
Alright. It's docking near river right now.
This is great.
You're all in the same party as you're watching the river consume one and beginning to try and shove the next one in.
Whenever we pass by a new stand, I just like, oh, that's fried. Give me one of those. Oh, that's give me that.
Yeah, there are multiple different kinds of dishes as you are going from stand to stand. There are seemingly a lot of these are handheld. Yeah, these are a lot of handhelds. Some stuff are just like on tiny sticks. Some are just like spicy, just fried chicken along with it. What are these, like little long green beans that have like these very tart tasting, but like they have these giant beans in them that you eat just whole, and like everything here is just uniquely delicious. And then by the time you finally get to the sushi stand, you're gonna have to get taken away.
Get back here.
River, you're going to go bankrupt before we even get past the half a day.
Rod, you need to try everything.
Gar, like,
smells.
like experiencing all the smells, Gar's mouth is just like watering.
I'll throw Garu one of the bows.
He just gets smacked in the face. Ah! Oh, nice!
Yeah. And you all are seeing what is a politely, slightly self-serving Sterling, as he's currently just a small arrangement on his hand as he's consuming one of the buns, and he has what looks like to be these battered balls with octopus fried inside of it. There is a small assortment of fried chicken pieces, and then also subsequently what looks like to be at least 3 separate little servings of what is sushi.
I am so glad I already had dinner.
Dude, I have a loaf of bread right next to me.
You guys are lucky. I haven't eaten at all, and you want to know what? I could solve that problem right now, but you guys hate me when I do it. So
I'm fine with fitness, so don't worry, man.
Yeah, again, I can literally just go heat up a bowl right now. I actually have them.
You.
I can make like a mud cake right now.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah, I want to do one thing, and this is one thing that I want to do especially for every game, is that whenever I describe food, I want it to be as in words as what you would see in a Ghibli film.
Good old Ghibli food porn.
Yep.
Oh, this place is amazing. These are the first steps.
I lived here all my life, and yet I never had food this good. Well,
What do you have at the monastery?
we have bread, noodles, pork, and water.
I think that's pretty good.
And rice. A lot of rice.
Oh, and rice.
A lot of
You can't
starch.
forget the rice.
A lot of starch.
Go straight to your ties.
No, but this is absolutely delicious. They don't usually cook anything complicated up there.
I can imagine.
Can.
But hey, it's a good chance to try new stuff.
Speaking of, and he's just gonna go to another cart. Can I have three more, please? Of whatever's like. Well, he doesn't see the cart that's in front of him, but
It's-
whatever else is there.
They are what are spicy sushi rolls, as they're made using particular peppers in order to kind of give flavor. So at this point, you've bought 3 whole rolls of some of the spiciest sushi rolls in the street.
Wow, this kind of tastes like fire, but it's nice.
Which can't bother you, of all people.
He isn't fire resistant. I
Yeah, he's
think.
not
It
fire
isn't fire resistant, but it's the equivalent of trying to consume acid, which is what he is.
I have acid.
Takes one bite, shrieks, and then continues to eat it.
Yeah.
Speaking of like, walking around, how are people looking at us at this point?
You guys look like travelers. There are a lot of individuals with a lot of eyes on you guys, but all kind of just like, kind of just doing the usual barter barking as a means of trying to say, hey, come to this shop, buy this object, or consume this food. It's pretty much, this is a economy of this street.
What is the common language here?
Usually in Yimnin, in the usual term of Yimnin, but also common is a usual language here. There is a notable language that is spoken here that some of the higher up scholars would only be able to speak, but you have to be able to know what they're saying first, because you're not exactly sure. Because
wasn't Draconic supposed to be Japanese
Basically.
Wait, what?
or something like that in this game?
I didn't know that. Shit.
I don't know.
We said that like way early in the beginning, that like, are you speaking Japanese? And we said basically.
It's in.
I feel like we did. I'm not crazy. Bracky remembers it too.
Form, in a certain form of Draconic is spoken here. It's not as within the same clarity or within the same vein. It's a completely different alphabet using it based off of Draconic.
I think I get you.
Yep.
It's like trying to piece together French and English against each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys ever need a translator, then I can help you out plenty of times. Oh.
I'm sure we probably needed to come and go.
Doesn't that hurt?
But it tastes so good though.
You know you're supposed to eat the stick too, right? It's a piece of wood.
Wood, you don't eat wood.
Well, it definitely tastes better than glass, that's for sure.
Oh god, yeah, I remember you did that.
How do people survive?
You're asking us that, and River points at Daki.
True.
So,
Anyway,
you guys,
what do we want to do first?
We just had a long trip. I'd say we could dress up on the common attire for here.
Shopping?
Doesn't sound like half bad an idea.
Sure, let's go find some new clothes.
All right.
Hooray! A design change.
So as you do happen to find, there are several different textiles and individuals here that professionalize in clothing. The only one that might be challenging in most sense in having to probably make bigger is Garu, as Garu's outfit is usually handmade. But you guys do find out what is a very nice clothing store, which is some of the common attire here within Yimnin, various dressings, very astute-looking robing while you're here, and then also anything that you might be able to find to your interest. Should you guys decide to make any request for it?
Helena wants nice, pretty purple silks.
Oh yeah, no, they're very common. They're a little bit more expensive. They are
That's
considered
fine. I
a
literally
royal
have
color
4,000 gold right now.
here. Yeah.
How much is it? 5,000 gold. What the fuck?
Dang it.
Undressed.
Yeah, there definitely there are some very beautiful, very traditional wear here, explicitly. And as the shopkeeper notices that of your varietal, does manage to find one of a particular color, and then also what is the common pattern of what looks like to be very beautiful flowers as they are strewn across the entirety of the outfit. And it fits very well.
Helena comes out and strikes a pose. Well, how do I look?
Expensive as frick.
Perfect.
The dress in and of itself is going to be about 75 gold pieces.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, how much? Let's see. What's the gold that I have now? Let me double check. Equipment.
So it's a little bit more closer to the design of almost like a yukata. It's very long and flowy, and it's also extremely warm.
Canis will get some too.
Okay.
Same colors that he has for his normal tunic of the dark blue with the white trim and the dragon motif.
So
Alright.
nice.
Ooh, nice.
So definitely these very royal colors, and also you see the blackened silks that begin to wrap around, and then the accenting colors that envelop around it is very reminiscent, and you see that one long dragon design that comes up and over the shoulder as it begins to circle around towards the heart.
Perfect.
Technically, I think River still has her traditional design here, from when they got it from when you guys got it from the Forest of Spiritzu.
Yeah, but that was more formal gear. I'm looking for. I'm getting something more casual, more to walk around in.
Okay.
So nothing that big. It's just something sort of like resembling a gi, but more. It's like a mixture between a jacket and a gi, combined with a rope belt. Maybe let me say it. But gets puffy all the way from the shoulder to the elbow, then gets a little tighter.
Okay.
Alongside some
not-
puffy, a mixture of puffy pants that go down, and these like sash to the side that looks like it's kind of like a tunic and a skirt combined. It's a little difficult to describe it.
Okay.
But it's like 3 pieces put together, but rather comfortable. alongside
I'm
the
relatively
usual
sure
colors of.
everyone here is going to send me their art for it. I'm not too worried.
The usual coloration of red, secondary with blacks and gold trim.
Yeah. All right, and then of course at this point it's going to just be associated with the general cost is going to be between 50 to 75 for yours being a little bit more simpler, and even though they are the very nice the nice reds, it's not exactly too complicated to make what is being made for you, and also you're like 2 feet tall.
Child size.
Yeah. That's
I'm sorry, I'm 3 feet. No.
Yeah.
It will be that. It just comfortable enough that I can wear the simple leather armor of the Raven Queen underneath without being noticeable.
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna be River. How about you, Daki?
She's fine. I think she's fine with the clothes she has right now.
Oh, come on, Daki. We can get you something nice. Maybe something for this area. Comfortable.
I'm not really into that design, to be honest. I'm more into like hats and scarves, to be honest.
Well, this is Yimnin. I'm sure there's plenty there for you.
Yeah, I just want a new scarf, to be honest. So
there is definitely a very particular
it's mostly to get in the
scarf.
spirit on the occasion.
There is a very particular scarf that you can see. It is this very long looking scarf, somewhere around about 5 to 6 feet long, with what looks like to be a single red stripe of what are these beautiful, slightly yellowish golden accents that run along with a giant red stripe in the center.
ooh, this looks good. How much is this?
20 gold pieces.
Why does she have 5 gold pieces? I thought she had more.
Garu's gonna come up and say, "Consider it my treat."
Yay! Thank you, Garu.
You're welcome.
And as beginning to pull down the long scarf as it packages and hands it over, it is long and beautiful, and it feels super soft. The handiwork of many textile here is unrivaled
Alright.
in the rest of the world.
All right, let me add this to my equipment. Wait, meta question: can that scarf be enchanted?
Anything can be enchanted. You just have to know the person and whether or not they'd be willing to put the time to it and the cost of the time to it.
Okay. I wonder if I can get this enchanted.
Albeit, since you are a wizard, if you'd be willing to put a great deal of time, gold, and basically keep applying magic to this, you could end up enchanting it at a certain point, but it
Just full of
takes-
bullet holes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time and a lot of time, practice, and patience. But technically, wizards can make magical items. It's a long time, and it's a long form. It's the reason why the very few that do it are professionalized in both artificy and also wizardry as well. And they spend a great deal of their time perfecting this craft. So much like Dominic, who basically spends every single day just doing this job, and when he has to shut down, it can effectively affect his business.
Maybe I'll try enchanting this later, but now I'm just gonna wear it. She wraps her scarf like how Mikasa wears a scarf in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's so comfy. It's a long and lovely scarf, and as you guys begin to notice the beautiful long scarf, it very much accents both the hair and the eyes of Daki.
I mean, she has red is the color and stuff. and gold. So, yeah, this is all I wanted. Thanks, guys.
Sure thing.
All right. So, as you guys all have your brand new outfits, you begin to re-enter into the main street.
We're proper tourists.
Yeah, you are now noticing somewhere in the time of day, it's starting to get closer and closer towards the evening. As right now, it's probably sitting somewhere between 5 to 6.
Suppose we should find somewhere to stay, shouldn't we?
What was that one place that you recommended before?
Uh-huh.
Was that a battle cry?
No.
No, I think that was just
Funny.
yes, that was just her wallet crying.
It's going to do that a lot.
100 gold pieces a night. I don't know if it's worth it. We can go back to the ship.
No, come
We're not sleeping
on.
on the ship.
We're on vacation. Vacation is about spending money.
Besides,
That's what
we're gonna be
that's
sleeping
about.
on the
Man, I
road
hate vacations.
Besides, we're gonna have our nights on the road. We might as well enjoy ourselves.
It's true.
See, Garu's in the right set of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess so.
All right.
Come along.
So,
Let's go to the fancy place.
I'll take them to the Lotus, whatever the fuck.
the Golden Lotus of Relaxation, which
That
is
one.
it is in its translation very broken in most common. But as you guys make your way, and after a little bit of directions, following what was pretty much the experience in a pamphlet, as you guys make it a little bit closer towards what is the palace, you guys see what is this large towering building as it begins to kind of spread out, much like a pagoda. And you begin to notice that it has taken a great deal of space all the way towards the back. As you enter, there are several individuals as they, almost as if awaiting for your arrival. As they all begin to bow in thanks
No.
for your arrival. And what rooms would you like or desire? As Sterling steps over, I would actually be perfectly fine with taking a room with Garu, if that's fine by any of you.
Well, that was actually what I was going to ask. Do we want to share or do we want separate?
I don't know. It's the penthouse.
I thought we were gonna save some money and bunk all in the same place.
Wow.
We can. I'm all right with it.
So here's the question. This is for us to know. What rooms are available?
There are multiple rooms. There is what is the Spring House Suite, as it is closer towards what is the hot springs, well within our resort. And then, as you get closer towards the top, you'll be able to find yourselves within the view of the city, within the city suite, where you'll be able to capture the beauty of our kingdom.
How many people can the suits accommodate for?
Up to at least 15.
More than enough.
We want the spring ones?
That would sound lovely.
I
I
agree.
suppose I can't do much of a city view anyhow. Let's go with the springs.
I agree. And heaven knows, if they can accommodate 15 people, I think we can all share one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically like a house.
So
More or less, like an
basically,
apartment.
Yeah.
basically, whenever when you think about the entirety of the space as once again, it's 100 gold pieces per person per night. Per person per night. As you guys are led towards the towards what is this major suite, as the door opens, it is this giant open area with what looks like to be prepared for any amount of bedding, as there are what looks like to be several slidable closets, and what are these giant dual cloth doors as they slide open, and you can see what is what is the giant open spring area. There are several walls that kind of go between, but there is just this giant spring which then splits off into two others towards the back wall, where everyone can privately enter to their own discretion. But this is a magnificently large room, and there's also one large table towards the back where you will be provided with a glorious buffet.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
Alright, so, as in preparing for the room, the first meal, as it comes by, is various common classics. Some of the street food that you guys had is definitely in existence here. However, many other forms and versions, what looks like to be these giant clay pots that have a small fire inside of them, where there's a very thin sheet of perforated metal where you guys can lay down with what looks like to be still raw meats and make your own foods. It is various and glorious. The smells of either between the cooked boar or what is these large towers of variety of vegetables, and then also subsequently an ungodly amount of different plates of sushi that just go on for feet and feet and feet.
You know, Garu, I had my doubts at first, but this place is great.
Yeah!
It's a great idea. You thought about coming here to relax.
Yeah, I'm experiencing this for the first time as much as you are. Mm-hmm. It was a great decision.
I agree. Well done.
He's gonna smell. Mm-hmm. I sure hope nothing goes wrong on this vacation. But for now, let's eat.
Don't jinx it like that. Why would you say that?
What? I'm being genuine.
Starts clenching up and stressing.
Canis, guess look at Future.
God heard that.
See, look at Canis. Now he's all tensed up. He's going to need the bath now.
Well, luckily, it's right next door.
So, as
I always wonder about the hot springs. Like, people, I thought, are they like common also in fuck, I forgot the name of the main continent.
In Alanon? No,
yeah.
there are various ways of personal bathing and private shower quarters.
I mean, we literally had a spa episode, and I think we did a bath.
Is spa, I know, but hot springs tends to be more natural.
Technically.
Yeah, this is a 100% natural hot spring area, and then subsequently, for the rest of all of tomorrow, you guys are open to any form of the spas that you guys can think of.
We're going to turn into wrinkly old people here, just in the water.
Alright, so, after finishing up your meal, you are informed that the springs are available to everyone, should they decide to enter.
Oh yeah, Alenda's taking advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks to River bringing... No, it wasn't River bringing up. It was Garu bringing up how it could just everything go wrong.
I hope you were only joking about wearing that armor in the spa.
Yes.
Good, you were joking. Excellent. I couldn't tell. You never smile.
I never joke.
That's fair.
Alright, so, Elena, you find yourself getting ready for your first intention of the hot spring. And here the warm minerally smells of what are the natural forming geysers that create hot springs here.
Actually, it's a good question. Are they like private or are they divided in men and women? Like,
Yeah.
They are divided. They are divided. In the first entrance, and where some of the springs do come out, as you get out closer towards the back, you'll find the split off between, and then what are these large wooden fences that are nearly impossible to climb.
Try me.
Nearly
No,
impossible.
Anyway.
You can certainly try. I won't stop you, but I think there's only like one major creature I personally know who would have been able to do it.
Helena can teleport.
Yes, I can.
I'm aware.
and I can turn into a bird.
I mean,
All of us can fly.
Climbing and teleporting
can
are two
fly.
different things.
No, Canis can fly.
Yeah, we can fly.
Helena also has the broom.
All right, so
But anyway.
Regardless, taking full advantage of these hot springs.
Yeah.
all right, so who else is in the hot springs? As I'm aware, River.
Start joining in right away after a meal.
Yep.
Let's see. Daggy decided to join Helena in the hot spring.
All right. You do notice as there is a Sterling now beginning to throw a small towel overhead. I will be heading towards the men's if you don't mind. I hope to see any of you enjoy yourselves as he begins to walk briskly across towards the men's hot springs.
Wait a second, we get a hot spring too?
Yep.
Oh, Canis, we should go.
Was already thinking on it.
Yeah, just be sure not to wear the armor. I'm pretty sure it's gonna rust.
I know.
He doesn't rust.
Why does everyone take me seriously?
As you put down the adamantine, boom. All right, so as you de-armor and you find yourselves within your bathhouse robes, as you find yourselves entering within each individual spring side and beginning to fall into the relaxation of enjoying these hot springs. So,
Ah,
guys-
yes, I deserve this.
as I pass, like
Why'd you say that?
Because I do. And it's true.
yeah, we kind of do. As River pass Helena, one of those floating trays with the drinks in it. Just there you go,
Oh, thank you.
with a
kindly.
bow. Can you guys hear me on the other side?
as you guys can barely hear a river, as you can hear the slight echo coming from the sky of your friend.
What?
All right.
You especially can hear River, Garu.
Oh god, they're just going to start yelling, aren't they?
I mean, it's entirely possible.
As he says that while yelling.
Okay. All right. Okay. You know, normally I would imagine the men will try to sneak a peek on the other side.
We don't need to worry about three of them, which are just.
Nah. First off, Garu is blind and Canis is a good boy. I'm sure we don't need to worry about them.
I was going to say a prude, but also works.
That works too.
All right. Okay. I'm just remembering a time when
Don't talk about the hobo, please.
when the help. Okay, mid
I
sentence.
knew that was over.
No, mid sentence. Mid sentence. The. What was I talking about?
I'm sure you were going to say the hobo. I
What?
felt it on the wind.
Wait. What? What? Who
The
are you
hobo,
talking? What are you
the
talking
hobo,
about?
the hobo you always talk about.
Do I? All right. Do I need a roll?
Unfortunately,
days.
like I said, 30 days.
What are you guys talking about? I never talked about some hobo.
Looks at River.
Anyway, despite you guys' memories, I'm glad that I'm going with you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, that was a good one day of relaxation.
Mm,
What do you think, Helena?
I don't know what I think.
Would that be just her brain doing as usual, or what's the last thing you remember, Ducky?
well, last thing I remember.
What do I need to roll?
When you were on the streets.
So, in regards to this,
Mm-hmm.
You brought this upon yourself.
I know I brought it upon myself. I'm well and aware. Like I said,
What's the sign, Ducky? Nomura?
you are
Memory loss.
so.
Darkness.
As far as you remember, in the event of trying to remember the name of the hobo, after failing the last check, you actively have forgotten that there was even a hobo to begin with. That being noted, the little piece that doesn't exist, these guys are kind of talking all weird, man. What do they know about? What do they know? They you showed up. You showed up. You're not exactly sure where this all went, and you helped them, and they keep talking about this hobo all of a sudden, and like, the fuck is this hobo?
Guys. Oh, go ahead. Let me.
But yeah, in regards, there will be no further roll until 30 days have passed. Even if you're trying to attempt to remember something, it's not in an effort to try and re-roll. You've already failed, so you have to wait 30 days in game for you to try again.
All right.
Guys, you guys are. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I never talked about some hobo.
Humor me a moment. Where's your home?
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
Humor me a moment. Where is your home?
My home?
Your home.
My home.
Excelsium.
Yeah, okay. Excelsium. Last thing I remember, my clan abandoned me. And then I went into town, found a tiefling, and then
She disappeared.
what happened afterwards? She disappeared, and I was on the streets, and that's about it. But I certainly didn't meet a hobo. I don't know what you guys are talking about for that one.
So the tiefling isn't the hobo. That's somebody different.
Why would there be a hobo tiefling? You guys are being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. There's one thing I pride myself on. It's my memory. My ability to gather information. I don't mistake.
Well, maybe this is a first time for everything. Are there any more of those drinks?
Red ones flare eyes.
It's very red. Men in red.
Due to your level of suspicion, Helena, make an insight check.
Yes, thank you.
Could it be with advantage because this is clearly
Nope.
out of
Just a
place?
Straight, just a straight insight.
Sure.
13.
Can you all do me a favor?
Sure.
Everyone but Caitlin, deafen yourself, and then watch for the chat for when I say it's okay,
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Wait, including me?
including you. Yes.
First.
All right.
Oh boy.
All right. So, Helena, the DC was relatively low, given the notion of what's going on here. And yes, this is going to be an easier way to do secrets. Something's not right about Daki. And you can definitely tell this time, mainly because it's not just the general ridiculousness. It's just that this is the first time that you've seen her not question her own ability to remember things, but also questioning your guys' ability to do things. There's something going on inside of her head. It's almost like memories are askewed. You're not exactly sure how or for what, but for this gunslinging wizard, something's odd, something's strange. You're not exactly sure what or how. Alright. So
We're back.
Yep.
We're back.
Okay.
Yep, be back.
All right.
This is gonna be a lot easier to do secrets from now on because I thought this was gonna be cooler.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd be like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
So-
All right.
Oop, my bad.
So-
Sorry.
Yep, you're fine.
That noted.
Anyway, you guys are acting weird. I'm just gonna go to bed now. She gets up from the hot spring and goes to bed.
If you say
As you-
so.
As you guys witness what is a rather questionable but rather almost normal version of Daki as she returns back to the
Actually-
main house.
This is a good moment to ask this question because there's not going to be another situation like this. How does Daki look like physically? Is she like emaciated? Is she like physically damaged?
Make a perception check with disadvantage if Daki is trying to cover herself.
That'd be up to die.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So what do I need to roll?
We went to a
Well-
hot spring, so I don't know how covered
Well-
Daki was.
Well,
Is
it's,
Daki covering herself?
I mean, she is. I mean, she's had the tower one, so yeah.
so make a perception check with disadvantage. Let me see
Sure.
where that goes.
Okay. And okay. Plus. That's going to be 17.
Daki, are there any notable scars on your body?
I believe around. If I recall, go around, I guess around the neck, the side of her neck.
Alright. So that's probably the only thing that you could take notice as she begins to cover herself.
Even if she is malnutrition or something, because she has told the
She's
story that
not-
she
she's not, like,
she ate fucking
desolate.
garbage. So that's what I'm asking.
So Daki, in general aspect, looks relatively healthy, especially for an elven woman. There isn't any like the physicality of her isn't destitute or even malnutritioned. She looks relatively healthy, but she eats like a fucking tank. I mean, as ripped as one can be, especially for a wizard.
Helena just like kind of lightly knocks on the fence. Did you boys hear all of that?
What?
What Daki said?
We did. No.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Something's not right. And I don't.
River's just going to slowly submerge herself. Just wrong with wandering.
Do I know of any elven magic that might mess with memory?
Make an Arcana check, since this is talking about magic.
Yep. Yeah, it's okay. What's my Arcana?
Like, I guess she's kind of kooky, but
Soft
there's
20.
something wrong there.
Soft 20? Alright. There is in many different wide varieties of ways to effectively change people's memories. It could either be through experimental means, or it can be through magical means. In this event, it seems like it's not even much like... In some way, how would I describe this? It's not like she's normal by most standards, like, obviously. But the way that that her memory seems to jumble about as you've come to know her, it could be magic. It could be that she hit her head really, really hard. Not exactly sure, but you are aware that there is some magic out there that does mess with the mind.
You know, I almost want to just say that's how she is, but God, the life we live, I kind of feel like it's not the case.
Nor do I.
It's something we could focus on now that we're more or less filled with time in order to deal with the larger issue.
Yeah, certainly. After all, this is a vacation of goals.
It is true. Wouldn't even know where to start for that one, though.
Figuring out what it is exactly would be a start.
It's fair. Although, she doesn't even seem to remember that much.
Yep.
So where to start when you have nothing to start with?
Well, I can think of where to start, but that would kind of require us going back home, which I don't believe is what we really want at the moment.
We kinda just got here.
We did.
Look, I like the girl, but we just got here.
Something to bookmark. Something to watch.
Yeah, certainly.
Don't think it'll do any harm right now. Though, if anybody does find out anything, say something, yes?
Certainly.
Of course.
You think she talks in her sleep?
Am I talking in my sleep?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking them.
Well, to be fair, elves don't sleep.
Yes, that's true.
They meditate, kind of.
Meditate.
Do you talk during meditation?
I think she'll blurt out things like regress memories.
Not mean for that. I did not mean for that. I did not mean for that. I did no.
I don't know. Your eyes specifically saw.
Hold on. I was grabbing my tea, and my tea hit the fucking button.
I literally just reach over and then nut.
I grabbed my tea.
A convenient excuse.
I was gonna say, I feel like that slow reach was awfully specific.
I was getting something to drink. I'm thirsty.
Anyway.
Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. For now, though, a couple of days of relaxation is not a bad idea. No. Not thinking about it. Thinking about it. Not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I would hate it.
Helena splashes her. No paranoia. It'll be fine.
I know.
Just chill out.
Just relax. Just relax.
Hey, Cadis, you want to see how long I can hold my breath?
Is he gonna come back up?
Constitution saving throw?
What is your
Constitution determines.
What is your constitution modifier?
Modifier +1.
+1? You can hold your breath for about 3 minutes.
Hey!
Oh, shit.
I'm just imagining that the 3 minutes go by, and then he just floats up face down in the water.
And you see a panicked Sterling.
How long was that?
All Canis does is just flip him over and just go back to what he's doing. I'm not going to the hospital because he won't learn anything if I do.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I know how long I can hold my breath underwater.
So I believe the general rule is 2 minutes and then +1 for each for
Was it?
your
No, I actually think your con modifier is the amount of minutes that you can hold it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
In which case, it's appropriate that Garu briefly drowned.
Yeah, check under like drowning or suffocating. It's probably under one of those two.
Yeah. I recall the only like passive mat that goes into those is the jumping one.
Yeah. And jumping gets really specific in every edition or any game I see. I don't know why. Especially Pathfinder.
Ooh.
Pathfinder 2 gets absurd with its jump rules.
So Gary was supposed to hold it for 1 minute, but he kept going.
He kept going.
Oh, wow, you're already at 10 minutes, Garu. Oh, wow.
The bubble stopped coming up.
Okay. It is 1 plus your constitution modifier.
Ah.
So 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So he started suffocating at minute 3.
We were both wrong. It was the happy medium.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hold it for 3.
Yeah. So he started suffocating at minute 2, and then slightly drowned at minute 3.
He wanted to be a mayor. He paid for it.
Oh, this poor stupid dragon man.
Is he okay though?
I'm good.
He's okay enough.
Sterling's about to perform CPR, but I'm doing great.
What do you mean he didn't stop?
You okay there, Yarrow?
I'm very okay. I'm very okay.
You know?
Very okay.
Very okay.
You know? Despite our current concern now with Taki, I kind of said it during the celebration back in Low Vandal, but thank you guys for sticking with me for this long.
Of course.
We had our ups, our downs, companions leaving, new companions arriving. Despite it all, he was still here.
Of course. I mean, what else could I do? You helped me through that garbage trial, so...
I didn't do much. I just started punching whatever was in my way.
And they decide to make themselves a problem for me just as much as you.
Either way, it's all taken care of now. You deserve to relax.
Just needed to let you guys know that I have a huge step to you. And I'll be there whenever you need me. To all of you.
Anytime.
I was also thinking of getting a commission something here in Yemen.
Oh?
A portrait of the group. If you're okay with it.
I can't
You
see
see
why.
you see a slight Cheshire Cat like smile on her face. Sure.
I've seen the architecture and the art in this place and got my attention.
I think that sounds lovely. Come to think of it, might actually get something else as well.
What you got in mind?
Not telling.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Pretty please.
Nope.
You're a keeper of secrets.
Yep.
Then I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yes, you will be. At least I hope so, anyway.
Alright. So as a Sterling assists back a drowned Garu, and with the help
He
of
was fine at this point.
Canis, and you guys taking realization of Daki's slight absurdness, and the rest of you coming to being fully relaxed and skin smoother than ever due to the natural spring waters here. You guys find yourselves back within your suite, and you all begin to rest for the rest of the night, and are awoken to another buffet platter, very light meal, several eggs that are cut in a very specific shape, tons of rice, various breakfast meats, thick pieces of what look like to be handmade bacon, are a variety of cheeses here, and just the general assortments of certain vegetables and morning breads, as well as what is this wonderful stuff known as honey butter. And you guys dig in.
Ooh.
You find yourselves after finishing your meal, you are welcome to the rest of the hot springs for the day.
What's the weather like in Yimnin, by the way? Like, you said it was cloudy when we arrived, but
It was definitely cloudy, as it is now beginning its very light snowfall here, as you see the slight overcast of gray, and as it does move from the west towards the east, as it does, but there's a light sun breakthrough, as the day is very bright still. So it's cool here. It's yeah.
So, what do you guys have planned for today? You have a whole city to explore?
Honestly, we might as well just do that. Didn't we say
Yeah.
that there was like a festival somewhere?
Yeah, it sounds like a fun day.
Well, the Bubba Port is about a couple days travel on foot down south. Once again, you guys are welcome to the spa day here as well, as there are several things to do while you are still here. But if you guys wish to go ahead and begin your travels, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I was thinking we should stay in the capital for a day or so. I mean, or at least for the rest of the night.
Yeah, we can do that.
We have been traveling for most of a week. I can't see why another day relaxing isn't a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure there's plenty of tourism spots around.
Alright.
are there any of the hotel, I don't know how to say it, assistants, manservants, or whatever?
Concierge?
Staff.
Concierge?
Concierge.
Concierge?
Concierge.
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 French, of course, your Mexican tongue couldn't speak it.
Concierge.
Conches. There you go.
Look, they fucked us in the ass in the past. We are not happy with the French. Let's see.
Not happy with the Spanish either.
No, they both fucked us in the back. So
As a German,
basically,
I get you.
if there are any available in the hotel, I kind of want to ask: are there any upcoming festivals or events coming up in the in the continent, the cities?
Unfortunately, there is no major celebration for the time being. However, there is a massive procession of the Emperor as their new lineage has been born recently. However, that has been put off till next month until we find out whether or not the child is healthy enough to stand on its own.
That's a little disappointing.
Yes. Any which way, if you are looking for festivities, you may find yourself a little bit closer towards the purple ports, where they often have something at least once or twice a week.
Well, by the sounds of it, we've really just caught the spa, maybe a little bit of sightseeing and food, and can be out on our merry way eventually.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Well, enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so...
Not to mention, I wonder if there are any, like, this is the capital, right? The big city, the creme de la creme.
Big place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there are any unique magical items to this side of the world.
Possibly.
Possibly.
A bunch of dragon slaying weeb knives.
Oh no, boy! We need to get some Bishojo figures.
Shield on his back.
Oh god, they're Bishojo figures, but they are the freaking figurines of ultimate power. The ones that turn into like real creatures. I mean, a Sonic figurine.
God, what the fuck, Brack? See, I could keep going and make this joke worse, but Yaro's not even here to appreciate it.
Yeah, we don't want
I
to.
can hear you. I can hear you just fine. There's a reason why.
Oh, good, because what I was thinking was the 3 goats of power are just that goat from Helltaker.
Oh, jeez. See, I can only think about the goat simulator kind of goats where they're just flopping around like spaghetti everywhere.
That's what one of them kind of is.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, do you want to split up and see what we can find today?
Yeah, if we can go to the center of the capital, where the market area is, together we might be able to find something. Okay, let's not split the party to make this more complicated than it needs to be.
Don't you know?
Alright.
The party.
Besides, our communications rings still work.
It's true, but it's a limited range.
Well then, why don't we play a game? Let's see what we can find in the market, and whoever gets the best looking one wins.
I'm game for that.
Sure.
I don't know what the prize is though.
And do you really want to bet investigating something against Helena? That's her job.
Helena just blinks innocently.
Oh, you know what you would do.
She's also more than willing to cheat.
How dare
wrong.
you? I would never do that.
It's just the both of them look at her straight to the face.
Well, let me ask you this. Have I ever stolen anything?
Yes.
Have I?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Have I?
Have you ever been caught for stealing anything? Is the better question.
Thank you, Sterling.
Didn't we steal?
Thank you,
You stole
God.
Canis' dignity.
Would that cause a huge political conflict?
No, that was Lionel.
No, that was Lionel.
Oh!
None of you helped.
That's true. And as for stealing Canis' dignity, I'll have you know that a lot of people that had been in his position would have said please and thank you for any of that. So really, I don't see what all the hubbub is about on that one.
Excuse me?
What? What? What?
Why would I thank you for that?
Elena reaches up and pinches his cheek. I'll tell you when you're older.
Damn, the 90-year-old elf just told you, man.
How does that mean?
Somebody make an investigation check for a magic shop, I guess.
Sure. Everyone, let's
before
roll.
somebody starts rolling for fucking initiative.
Oh! I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be better than Helena, but I might get a chance.
Investigation. Roll high.
I get to use my fancy new dice tower.
Hey.
Ooh, that's pretty good actually.
Okay. So.
Games didn't find shit. He's distracted about what the fuck Helena meant.
Dial-up noises.
Okay, so Garu, River, and Helena, you all rolled for investigation?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Garu.
That would be an 18 minus 1, that's 17.
17? Okay.
Alright. Let's see.
Does Daki also want to roll?
Yeah, sure. What do I need to roll?
Investigation.
Investigation, okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna need
7.
Okay. Okay. So 17 for Garu, 7 for Daki, River.
Natural 20 with no investigation bonus.
Ooh.
That's why I'm like, oh man, I might get a chance, but then again, he's elite.
It's like, what, a plus 11?
I guess.
Okay, so
Goddamn rogues and their cheating bullshit class feature.
alright, and Helena.
See, now this is interesting because I got a soft 20. So
Ah.
we're tied.
Ooh.
Alright, so River and Helena.
We stumbled upon each other in the same shop.
We grabbed something
you
at
guys-
the exact same time.
As you guys spread out and try and find some shopping experiences, specifically the magical varietals, you do hear about there being one shop known as Leon's Tome, which is owned by what is a pretty not renowned sorcerer, just one that can be considered respectable here within Yimnin, and a collector of various magical items. As you guys enter, you see with what looks like to be a very astute young tiefling woman who has what looks like these long bells that are basically still steaming, almost as if there's smoke coming out of each side. Her dress is very, very refined, and her visage is that of almost like black and blue as it kind of crawls in by design, and her eyes are that of a very residual red as it fades into a slight pink.
Tiefling, you said?
Yes. And she is known as Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who found this shop?
A what?
Who found this shop?
Helena and River, as you guys enter at slightly different times. As you guys enter and you see what looks like to be these giant, large shards of almost elemental energy, as you both reach out and grab one at the same time, and you both see each other at opposite ends.
Which is the funniest thing because she needed to like crouch a little bit.
just making eye contact and not letting go.
Just slightly silence.
I saw it first.
I walk in first. What have we been grabbing? What is this?
As you both kind of, as Helena nearly just rises up her hand, dragging you along with it. That is...
Yes, Helena, known for being strongest of them all.
Yes.
Yeah, like
So
Helena's not strong.
I mean, she is the pit queen after all.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a rope with her.
Haha, you say that.
Did she use her legs?
Can Helena actually carry 200 pounds?
As you raise
I think I can carry just short of that, actually.
As you raise it, she regards this large elemental crystal as it twists with energy. Those are known as elemental shards.
Ooh. Which do?
They
I
are
assume summon elementals?
No, they are imbued with magic from each elemental essence. Take, for example, should you break the shard, you might get a chance to fly for a certain amount of time, preventing those of being able to attack you while you move along the way. Or, if you break it, you might gain a resistance of a certain damage type.
Wait, you might or you will?
Each break is a roll of the dice, if you will.
Oh, it's randomized?
Yes.
Ah, shit.
One of the
these books
four major
crystals.
elements: air, earth, fire, and water.
Interesting.
Oh.
And how much does it cost?
Each shard is about 500 gold pieces.
Can you imagine you're falling from the sky, you use the crystal hoping to fly, and you just get resistance to the water.
Bludgeoning.
No. To bludgeoning. Oh, nice.
Yeah, just break, bludgeoning, or break, suddenly you're on fire.
Hooray.
Oh, man.
You also do notice that there are several other crystals along this entire lengthway. On another side, you do notice that there are certain robes and what looks like to be armor pieces. One in particular is what looks like to be this this flail. As in its length, you can see with what looks like to be this shining star in the center above it, as it also seemingly sways with the same kind of essence that seemed to sway from Leon.
Basically, I would like to ask her if she does she have anything that would catch her attention? Like is there anything you haven't seen before?
Everything in here, you've never seen before.
Anything of interest?
Make a, especially for you, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception check. Hiya! This is free rolling that one.
Thank you, Bracky.
Shut up. That's not better. So that's a 4.
Uh-oh.
Alright. I mean,
The
the
one-
most blatant thing that you can see here within your view is God. What looks like to be this very well designed, but also the essence of magic that comes from along it is different. There's like this giant metal housing with what looks like to have several different feet all along the bottom of it as it coils up over like a cobra, and you see with what looks like to be this giant amber glowing orb as it floats in the center. It is bright, and it does seemingly have several magical properties, but nothing that you could possibly use.
What am I told that it does? I'm asking for effects.
So, this thing is basically... It contains the spells, multiple spells that a wizard can use outside of their outside of what they already know within their spellbook. So it can basically detect thoughts, intellect forest, Rory's telepathic bond, sending, telekinesis, Tasha's mind whip, and Tensor's floating disc.
Yep. You say I cannot use this?
It has to be attuned to a wizard.
Specifically a wizard or a spellcaster?
Required attunement by a wizard.
Ah.
Yep. So, that being the most apparent thing to you, but that's it.
And this shop sucks.
While River was looking around, Helena does buy a crystal.
Alright. So, 500 gold pieces, and as you take it, it is a wondrous sight to see. There are still multiples of crystals if you still want to look at them. There are some that are more expensive, but they do different things.
Helena likes the randomness. She'll just take that.
Alright.
And what would I call that?
It is
As
an
far as-
elemental essence shard.
Do you have something to conjure creatures or something?
I might. Given my experience, not that one. Let's see. If you're looking to find yourself, I do have particularly two different items. I do have a brazier of commanding fire elementals and a bowl of commanding water elementals. Either which one would cost you well over 3,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
It was a big thing.
Does she sell any kind of clothes or something?
I do.
Like one of those white hats that they have in Japan? A hat of refreshing or something? I don't fucking know. Something?
Let's see. I do have one piece of very uncommon clothing, but you can probably find it. It's usually used by druids or rangers, though. These are known as nature's mantles. Specifically, they are imbued with the magic of what is the Feywild realm, and combined with that effort helps the druids become connected to nature. That are rangers as well.
Mechanically does.
Mechanically, it can be used as a spellcasting focus, and you are lightly obscured as you can hide as a bonus action.
How much is that?
For this, it would be 1,200 gold pieces.
Does it require attunement?
It does.
$1,200, how much is that?
1,200.
1,200.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Very well. As hands it to you once
You
again.
have
I'm
like a
going-
wrap up, like something to wrap it up. So.
Sure. As you ask for it to be gift wrapped. Definitely to be given to a individual of interests. Alright.
Helena just inches up towards River's ear. Is that for somebody specific?
Why would you ask that? Is your jam for somebody specific?
No, it's for me.
And there you go.
Helena stares deep into her eyes.
Start sweating. Yeah, it's for air, sir.
There you go. Was that so hard to admit?
A little bit, yeah. 1,200 gold. I'm concerned about the attunement slots and all of that, but it's a little gift, at least from all the way over here.
I'm sure he'll love it.
Alright. Since they don't seem to have anything more.
Once again, that flail does seem to have some interest to it that you have noticed.
Flail? What flail?
There is what is like this metal rod attached to a chain with what seems to be like a symbol flare on top of this metal ball with what looks like to be several points of smoke, always exhausting out.
Which is?
That is known as the devotee censer.
Which does?
It requires an attunement by a cleric or paladin.
Fucking me, Christ.
When you hit somebody with it, it does an extra 1d8 radiant damage. And then, as a bonus action, you can speak the command word to cause the flail to emanate a thin cloud of incense out to 10 feet for 1 minute. At the start of each of your turns, you or any other creatures in the census regions regain 1d4 points of damage. So basically, any of your allies that stand in the smoke,
Monster Hunter's healing mist.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
you
Oh, that's
take
nice.
what is the equivalent of like the absolute base of a healing potion, just without the extra d4.
Oh, it is a healing mist from Monster Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How much is that?
that is 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay, gotta keep that in mind, because I am no paladin, no cleric.
I am both.
Yeah. But do you have the attunement slot for it?
I'd have to shuffle around crap.
Helena kind of looks at that long and hard. Do you have a return policy?
Unfortunately, no. All sales here are final.
We could let Kanos know and see what he thinks.
Oh man, but think of how happy he would be if it was a surprise present. The man
Yeah,
never.
your money.
The man never smiles. I want to see him smile for once. Do you think a surprise present would do it?
He's a very mathematical person, though.
Helena taps her lips. Calculated risk. I'm sure he can use it eventually. Sure, I'll buy it. 2,000, you said?
Yes. As you see the finger swish as the sensor comes floating over and boxes it, and then closes it in this very nice spruce wood box. As it hands it off to you.
There we go.
River, although she of course fucking knows who it is, like we just discussed who it is for, and she's just going to look at her condescending, going, "Is that for a special someone?"
Yes, for Canis.
Pretty much.
Literally just said.
Well, aware. I'm being cheeky.
You didn't do a good job.
I'm not good at it. Leave that to the elves.
Of course, darling. Anyway. I've now gotten 2 magical items. I think I win by default.
Was it about buying them?
It is to me.
It was about buying. Sure.
If you want to take a look back at any of those crystals, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm fine. Now, one is RNG, the other I can't attune to shit, and all of this is for other classes that I'm not. It's not me.
Like, to keep in mind, there are ones with like actual tags on them that are pretty discernible towards their nature.
So we're all meeting up.
Well, I mean, the others have to find what they've found too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. So for the sake of the argument, there are various other shards that aren't just elemental energy. Each shard allows with what looks like to be a means of it allows you to go to a certain realm should you break it.
Jesus Christ.
However,
that sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, they are very, very specific, and you are dropped just randomly in that realm.
It's random. Why would you want any of this bullshit?
This is mainly for people that are trying to investigate and traverse. This magic shop is full of some of the most weirdest shit you've ever fucking seen. Ain't nothing compared to fucking what Dominic has, and there's probably a good reason why.
Yes, randomness is fun.
Randomness is not fun. What if you end up trapped there?
Surprise mechanics, Bracky.
Yeah, it's surprise mechanics. Where I just see someone walking in, a freaking whale, starts buying more crystals. Ah, shit, where am I gonna go next?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you've never seen a whale. That would be very fun to watch.
It's seemingly as you are looking within the crystals of the realms, you see with almost as if they're like passing images of a place that you've seen. There's one that is at the Feywild. As you can see, it is passing over with what looks like to be that dark forest that you've seen every time that you enter. Please excuse me.
If Helena sees that one, she just goes a little at the crystal's direction.
You do notice that there are two crystals on what look like to be like passing images. One of like this underwater sea world that kind of revolves around either between those who can live there, and another one with what looks like to be just fire literally everywhere.
Yeah. I think we can move along to the other players.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright. So you're all good on that?
Yeah.
Alright. So, after concluding your business here, let's see here. Alright. Next up is Garu, I believe. Yes,
yeah,
Garu.
and I take it like it's just so he doesn't get lost. I take it Sterling's with him.
Alright. Sterling, as he is assisting you along, kind of just pointing and looking out to all the very particular places, you do happen upon with what looks like to be a very specific shop where they sell more like small magical trinkets, where they are more for like rings, brooches, basically enchanted crystals for magical focuses and whatnot.
Ooh, let's go take a look in here.
Yes. You, as you enter, you can hear, or from what Sterling can describe, is a rather, not astute, but rather what has been a long, working looking individual, as he is kind of keeping things in order and clean, but he doesn't really have to keep himself relatively nice, as the physicality of this individual is interesting to say in the least.
Oh, hello there.
Why, hello. What brings you into my humble place of sales?
Well, we're looking for souvenirs.
Many souvenirs, but not of the magical varietals here.
Well, I suppose that works too. What do you have to offer?
I have many rings, brooches, and magical focuses for those of the for the magically inclined.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. Do you have anything that I can afford under 500 gold?
I do happen to may have something. Here along this window, as he's speaking towards what looks like to be your seeing eye kobold, several rings of resistances. At least you'll be able to buy something along those lines.
Okay then. And what's the selection?
So there are a number of selections between fire resistance to cold resistance. There are definitely within the varietals of whatever one that you can possibly find. I believe that they probably do take a tuning.
What?
Let me see. Ring of resistance. Protection. Let's see. Yes. It is a ring of resistance. It requires attunement.
I suppose it could come in handy for anyone else in the party. And how much is it?
If you only have 500 gold pieces, it is 500 gold pieces as per your request.
Oh, jeez, that wouldn't really leave me much of anything at all. Oh, tell me, you would happen to... This might be a bit of a random question, but you wouldn't happen to know of any fight pits to get some extra money, would you? Any form of competition? Or some of the sort?
It was quite a outstanding question for a monk of Kali to be asking.
Oh, really? Why's that?
They find themselves a little bit more astute.
Well, I suppose they didn't really let us participate in the fighting pits. But I suppose that was mostly for our seclusion, I suppose.
I only have 500 for the rings.
What do you think I should do, Sterling?
To be quite honest, it can really depend on the situation when it comes to Ring of Resistance. If you think it might be good for somebody, I'd probably just get one. As for anything else, you might find it a bit challenging.
Well, I suppose we'll just have to find something else within our budget. But thank you very much, though. I'll certainly keep this in mind.
Very well. As you take your bow and he returns it, you leave back out to the streets to find.
While we do, Gar's gonna slowly go down to Sterling's cheek or his ear. Actually, while we're out and about, let's see if we can find anything about the Kali monks. Maybe some books or something. We could just pick up a small little trinket and say that's what we found. This might be a good opportunity.
I'll see if I can find what could be the most closest library. I'm relatively sure, at least with my rank, I can access at least some records.
Certainly.
Alright.
Now, let's get everyone a souvenir. Along the
Very
way.
well. Alright. So, as you guys get what is a souvenir of very interesting sweets and snacks. You do send Sterling to what could be a local records keeper, which he'll probably return to you as soon as possible on any of that information.
I thought we were gonna be like staying together, but that's okay.
Oh, do you want to?
Yeah, we'll just show up casually, like, I guess.
Okay. I'll go over that with you over the next couple of weeks because we're not gonna have enough time for it.
We have more. We gotta like focus on other people.
Yeah. All right, Ducky. Your investigation roll.
My investigation roll
was a 7.
Yep.
As per to my understanding, Ducky attempts to try and find any place that could be considered magical. You, however, find a very interesting store. The term magic can be defined by any level of not by in it of itself magic, but also a sense of jubilation. As you had asked some of the local kids around here, a magic shop. Here, you find what is basically the equivalent of a candy store.
Oh, the kids were right. This is a magical place. Skips in.
So, to every which direction, where it seems like these are between what you can see is pre-packaged pulled taffy, rows and rows of what could be delicious chocolates that you couldn't possibly believe could even begin. What looks like to be these several different kinds of glasses that hold with what looks like to be very particular certain kinds of candies, that of slightly gummy-like consistency, and there are sour candies as well in the center of the shop, and several just packaged everything ready to go, and what looks like to be like this box of what can be in any broken common as to any understanding as you begin to try and read it. It is defined as assorted chocolates. And you see what is a very delightfully old Yimnin human man as he is witnessing your level of jubilation here. Anything that I might be able to find any particular of your tastes?
I got 5 gold.
We can get you a whole bag of candy for that. So it begins to come over with what looks like to be these squares of chocolates, like tiny little squares, and they are filled to towards the middle of the bag before he begins to fold and close it. And these are homemade milk chocolates, and you can have each piece. Oh, they're so sweet, just like you, dear. And hands it over for your your 5 gold pieces. And as soon as you taste one, it is like being on top of chocolate heaven.
Everyone's gonna like.
You think I was gonna put you in a bad situation? Nah, dog.
Nah.
Everybody wins.
Yeah, boy.
Don't
Okay.
worry,
You guys are on vacation, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Filled with memory loss.
Alright, so
Hooray!
that's pretty much everything that you guys were able to find. As you guys return back to the
Camus knew he was going to lose. He's going to go buy people lunch.
yeah.
And Char basically already did that. Hey everybody! We couldn't find anything, but here's food!
Oh, hey, Sandy's.
I got candy.
Hooray! We all had the same idea! And we didn't bust a bank at all. Right, Helena?
Right?
So I think I win. Candace, here's a present.
Hmm? Oh,
She hands him the box.
thank you.
Alright. As you're handed the box, you feel a slight connective essence to it.
What was the name of that item again?
It is known as the Devout Censer. Or Devotee's Censer.
You might need to send us these magical items, man. I don't think we have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not on. It's beyond.
Probably the reason why is because I only have the physical version of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'll try and make it, and or if I decide to just buy the digital version of it.
Yeah.
I create a custom item. Just name it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. All right. Does Ducky recognize that? Does a magical item give Ducky a nostalgic feeling?
Unfortunately, no.
Ah,
It's not.
damn! There goes
Yeah.
my theory.
Yeah, it's not close. As you are aware, the tiefling that you once knew was once or as you know them, is a blood hunter. Blood hunters are agents of the night, if you will. That basically, by the command of currently the Queen of Vale, basically remove dark entities by using the power of dark entities. And currently, the leading workshop is in Hollingrad, which is across from Excelsior.
All right. All right then. Continue, please.
All right. So, that noted. As you open it, you have a connective feeling towards the sensor, and almost as you begin to connect to it, do you wish to attune to the item?
Yeah. I'll replace the attunement that I have on the Mesa Disruption with that.
Okay. So, as you begin to attune, the billowing white smoke that comes out of the holes begin to have platinum sparkles as they begin to kind of twist and turn. As they do, you feel energized and almost healed. The symbol that looks much like a directional star, as it begins to form back in and reform towards the symbol of your father.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, so there's that.
Do you like it?
Not what I expected, but thank you.
You're welcome. I also got this shiny little gem thing. So I win, right? What do I win?
A free
I
learn.
don't know. There you go.
You get food, and he's gonna give her some of the food.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Oh boy, I can't wait to cause brain damage with this thing.
Brain
brain
damage. And the brain damage. And the brain damage.
And the
Drain damage.
Brain
and the brain
damage.
damage.
And the
Holy
drain
brain
damage. Oh, hey, Helena, when do you get it?
Alright, so, as the night goes on,
We're going to be ending the night there.
do you
If
want
I can locate a artist to commission that art piece, that will be the last thing I would do. I don't want to roleplay. I just want to commission it.
Okay, you do.
Get it done.
You do. Couple of notable artists here within town.
I mean, the youngest, spunkiest, most promising, depressed boy you can find.
Name is Oscar.
I feel like that's someone, but I can't.
I really wonder who.
Yimnin name I ever fucking heard.
Yeah, sure.
Oscar Mayer has a way with you.
I'll give you an actual
kill
name.
you, all of you.
I'll give you an actual name later.
And I'm asking this early because, boy, do I know that it takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you commission this artist, you can give me the details later.
Yeah.
As the night goes on, as you all begin to prepare for your rests.
Yeah?
Helena,
Oh boy.
you hear a knock at the door.
Okay.
As
I'll open it.
you come out of your trance and you begin to walk over, you notice a familiar face. A one crime vivila. Old friend.
Oh, Siren. Okay.
Siren, sorry.
What are you doing here?
A matter has arrived and I needed to speak to you on a private level.
Come in. Yes.
I know your friends are resting. I just wanted to speak to you in private.
All right. Is everything okay?
It has a lot to do with what I'm looking for.
The book.
As he begins to kind of walk down the hallway in hopes to have you closely follow.
Yeah, she'll follow.
As you guys walk out and you see with what is like this slightly well-made rock garden deep into the night. It has been some great deal of time, hasn't it, since we've been able to speak like this.
Yes.
There's always a matter at hand. Some matters that always worry me so greatly. As he turns towards you and Helena. It's not just the book that I'm looking for. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I had a feeling there was an awful lot of red flags going up.
Oh.
Strength saving throw. Oh boy.
Oh, the best one.
Haha. 4.
As you feel
We're on
a
vacation,
hand
goddammit.
grab you by the throat as it lifts you off the ground, and you see as it begins to tighten around you. It's not just the book I'm looking for. I want my bow back. You see the twisted tiger eye beginning to lean back. You see the face of an old enemy.
Ah. He got back rather quick.
And that's where we're going to go ahead and leave off tonight. We will be back on the 10th.
Son of a bitch!
Boy.
Oh, you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to bring him back.
Can't wait for Canis to just crash through the wall and shoot him full of radiant damage.
How long has it been?
It has not been.
We didn't banish him from the material plane. We banished him from the Beastlands.
Yeah, but,
true.
but killing him requires him to reconstruct himself.
It could take months to years for him, considering it's been about a couple of months. He came back in a very violent manner.
It's not the reconstruction that takes a while. It's they're banished from the plane they were killed on for a year and a day, unless it's their home plane, in which case they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, that being noted, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's game. Thank you guys so very much. As always, we're going to go ahead, do some quick announcements, go around the table, and then call it a night, and then we'll be seeing you all next year. Oh.
Hooray!
It's gonna be like 2 weeks.
2020's almost over. Hooray!
And then the
January
reign of
1st,
terror of
2021
2021 starts.
Ooh, okay.
2020, January 1st, 2020, new game +1.
No bonfire run.
So first of all,
Alright.
I'm gonna go through some quick announcements for me.
Chad, sorry. I was getting much cake.
Oh, you're fine. It's fine. You just missed. Helena's probably getting kidnapped. It's fine.
That's what she.
By some Indian tiger demon that we killed before.
Yep.
All right, so quick announcements coming from me. So first of all, there was no Friday video this week because I didn't have anything to say, which is usually 20% of the reason why I don't make one. However, this upcoming Friday, I'm going to be releasing what is my quick review of my opinions and my feelings, especially for the third season of Danmachi. I'm really looking forward to it. And then also subsequently, I am now working on the next Welcome to Looters, which is the D&D cooking show that none of you asked for. I've already let Joe know what the recipe is in mind. It is going to be awesome. It's going to be about drows. I like the idea.
Oh, cooked row, gun me in.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be cooking for a drow this upcoming month. So hopefully.
Oh, for a row.
Yeah, for a drow. Yeah. Because I thought it was gonna be relatively cool. The ingredients that I'm getting are fucking awesome. And then also subsequently, the next two episodes of what are the last VODs will be up on YouTube, hopefully this upcoming week. Once again, was just either relatively busy or I just didn't know what I was going to be doing this week, so that generally my excuses. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I'm all good. So go ahead, Boo. You're up on the plate.
I got even less than you because I got fucking nothing. Yeah, no, seriously, I got nothing. So, Bracky, take it away.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bracky, aka Brachyzoid. I played River the Halfling Fighter. You can find me on twitch.tv/Brachyzoid, where I stream art and video games, specifically Final Fantasy XIV, because I am a madman who has been consumed by this game for the rest of my life. You can find me doing some treasure hunts once every week when we gather a bunch of people for a party of 8 people. If you want to play with us, you're more than welcome to join us on the Crystal server on Diablos, where we go around the table doing everyone's treasure maps to get some good gil and items. This last treasure hunt, we all made about 700,000 gil, which we were really happy with.
Hey.
And so forth and so forth. I stream art every now and then, whenever I feel the mood and I'm not trapped in the freaking game loop. Good news, though, since of something I said the other day, last week. The Hyrule Warriors streams are going to be coming back because I got confirmation that the people who got banned for playing the game was because they were streaming it before it came out. Those were old news I was given.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bad news, though. I'm not gonna be. If you are expecting fan art or art of Nintendo characters from me, might not be coming out that much because now Nintendo is banning artists who do Nintendo art. So
Oh boy.
Wow, what a Disney move!
What 360 degree
Disney
circle
movie.
there.
But we got Sephiroth though. So
Good luck to
okay.
you.
It's okay.
I'm about
pray-
ready to just make a video talking about that.
Pray you don't get fucked.
Nothing makes me more upset than that bullshit.
That's simple, but I'm not don't expect much art for of Nintendo from me at the moment. Other than that, trying to think. No big plans anymore. Other than I'm gonna be trying to do Final Fantasy 14 Savage runs in a couple of weeks. Gonna get excited. Gonna try to stream them. So that's going to be about it for me. Caitlin, take it away.
Hello, I'm Caitlin C37. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at Caitlin C37, where I do art and a lot of it. Art streams have been low and slow lately because I have been far too exhausted because retail jobs suck. But they should hopefully be getting back to it soon once, the holiday season slows down. In the meantime, commissions are open, so if you want those commissions, you can find all that information on my Twitter. And then if you want to watch me eventually do those commissions, you can find that on my Twitch. And then Mel, take it away.
Hey, I'm Sir Mallervik. You can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/Sir_Mallervik, and I tend to stream a variety of video games. Normally what strikes my fancy at the time, currently that was Hades, and good lord, I've been playing the shit out of Hades.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it for me. Take it away.
All right. There's Daiki, the elf who has memory loss issues.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be streaming Genshin Impact this week. There's going to be a one calculating Waifu Concert episode, which involves Zaki-chan, and that episode is going to be freaky. Not Android 18 freaky, but Lovecraftian freaky. Let's see, and then that's the calculating thing will be on hiatus until February, and that's about it for me.
Okay. All right. I guess that's everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nothing else pressing? All good?
I believe so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, I'll see you all in the next year, and as always, to the people who are watching, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. We love you all so very much. And as always, but not this time, see you in the next few Sundays. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.